I seen a young gentleman that got okay. So big up 6 Sound. The Toronto rapper Trizzy SSV. He's wanted by police for accessory after the murder, right?
Yeah.
And Rap Boy Ninja posted that Super Guttzy was wanted on Victoria Day shootout. All these are alleged, by the way, guys. Allegedly. We have Tizzy Sachs that's been in jail allegedly for a murder. We have Sudu that passed away just recently. Is Toronto like the most realest place? I think Rap Boy Ninja was having the conversation, or he was saying it like, are we the realest city fam out there? Like, we're really living the raps. Like, the niggas are really rapping what they live and shit like that. Like, I've never seen anything like this, bro. But I think Toronto is on high. Like, don't get it twisted. You see a lot of guns and other shit in the other cities, but I ain't seeing name brand rappers, at least one. I shouldn't say our artists are name brand, but a lot of known rappers like this, they ain't getting like that in the States, fam.
But how much do we know about another state though, like another city? You know what I'm saying? From anywhere in the world, we don't know how crazy it is out there.
I know how a lot, but I don't know the like. I could say the biggest names recently has been the drill guys.
And that's what I'm saying. How much of those politics do you actually really know? Like,
I know, fam. You don't watch them YouTube videos, fam.
No, fam. Besides that, like, okay, we being in the city, we will get the call maybe before it hits the news, type of shit. If we hear any news in like Bronx or whatever, those Bronx drill niggas that are bodying each other out there, like, we don't get that call until we see it on academics or we see it on a YouTube channel. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's the same thing with us. We don't see it. I didn't know Super Guttzy was wanted until I seen it on Rock Boy. So this is why I'm saying I feel like our city is way more, when it comes to the artists, they're just more real with their raps, fam.
I don't know. I disagree. I don't know how real niggas are in another city, so I can't say that. I'm not gonna say we're the realest. Yeah, we're fucking crazy out here. It's honestly one of the dangerous careers to be in as a rapper out here for sure, especially if you're in the streets. But like, I'm pretty sure that's everywhere. To say that we're the realest, I don't think so, bro. I disagree 100%.
I don't see Chicago. Well, Chicago and New York are the only place where I see their artists getting arrested, like, and they have like big names like Fabio, the K Flocks. And it's not like they're getting arrested for like baby fucking charges. These guys are getting charged for like EBS and things like that. I'm only seeing that in Toronto, fam. I'm only seeing guys like that get a big attention like Bizz.
What about Wife and Lucci? What about Wife fucking Thugger? What about them man there?
Well, Thugger now, yes, but I'm seeing like you're seeing that kind of stuff now, but for Toronto, I think you've been seeing it. I don't want to bring up other guy, but I brought up some guy like you just see Toronto rapper, like the rappers are really living what the fuck they do, fam. I think with the Americans, yeah, there's a 1-2. Maybe just because they're not getting caught. And maybe the Toronto guys are just hot and they're getting caught. Maybe that's the problem. Toronto guys are just getting caught a lot.
And what's the main reason why people get caught? They're not organized, correct?
No, it could be anything. They're just hot. They just want to go bust shots just because they're upset. It could be anything. I don't want to say it's because they're not organized. This is because, let's be real, fam. In Toronto, you're really not getting caught with a lot of shit, fam.
I don't know, bro.
There's maybe a 1-2 mans them that are out there that have bodies and never got caught for it, fam. It's not high, fam. Niggas is getting caught, bro. You're getting caught. You might not get convicted of it, but you're getting caught if you do something, fam. More times in the city, you're getting caught. The city's small, niggas taught. There's cameras everywhere. It's not 90.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but I still disagree. I don't think we're the realest city. But I mean, I guess we're no, we're not the realest.
So I don't think we're the realest city.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I can't call it. I don't know because I don't know. Like who don't like? How do we know? Like, what about Pooh Shiesty? You forgot about him. Man got caught up. You know what I'm saying?
And where's Pooh Shiesty from? Memphis?
Yeah, them Tennessee niggas is crazy.
But
I'm saying New Orleans.
But how many Pooh Shiesties are there? Like,
I'm sure there's plenty that we don't know about.
But there's not I feel like there's not a lot, fam. Like that.
I'm sorry, I gotta jump in. The American audience is gonna eat your back out.
That's fine.
I love it. We need that.
You gotta look at a wider world scope of these niggas as what's going on, fam. Like these niggas in LA been gangbanging. There's how many rappers that fucking been through all kind of fucking shit. We're just getting, our rappers are getting more into the viewpoint now. We didn't give a fuck about all them niggas back in the early 2000s, 90s and stuff like that. We didn't have the internet to put these guys all up on our face, right?
Mhm.
So now we know there's a Bugs and there's a 3M French and there are all these different guys that there are faces that we get to see on fucking blogs every day. So now we're aware that they have cases. But these niggas in the States been catching cases forever, bro.
Yeah, but they're not Bugs. They're not. I just feel like the levels are different.
But
they're
we're
not
not
on a
from
Bizz
their
low.
city,
Murder Inc.
though.
caught
That's
a whole
the thing,
fucking
fam.
indictment, bro. Like,
Murder Inc.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yes, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. We're not in their city. If we were in their city, we'd probably say the same thing about that city. Is New York the realest city out here for all these guys? Because if we're in the city, we know the artists, the young guys too, the older heads. We're gonna know every artist out there. If we're in New York, if we're in Memphis, if we're in Tennessee, if we're in anywhere in the world and we're in that space, if we're ESTG from Kentucky, if we're in Louisville, we're gonna know about all the street nigga rappers out there. And they're gonna be doing whatever they're doing. We're gonna know exactly who they are. And then we're gonna be like, yo, people are dying, whatever, catching charges. Then we're gonna be like, oh, is Louisville the realest city?
And
we
also,
have that same,
when the city or when the area busts, for example, Jacksonville, they probably had a bunch of rappers who've been catching cases. But as soon as Young and Ace and those guys started becoming more popular, and we're like, oh, Jacksonville's got a scene. Now we know that the rappers are out there catching cases.
And then what did they say?
Catching them.
Oh, Jacksonville been had a scene, but you guys are not tapped in. That's what they're gonna say. Because that's what we say about Toronto. Toronto's been popping, but niggas ain't hearing us.
Not really, just from 2018.
No, we've been popping.
No, we haven't.
About
Let's be real.
Toronto for Toronto.
Come
Toronto
on,
for
do that,
Toronto.
Bro. That's young boy talk, fam. Don't do that, fam. You're older than that, bro.
Toronto for Toronto has been popping. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It's been popping in the streets.
Toronto, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Toronto for Toronto has been popping. Musically, yes. Musically, Toronto for Toronto. That's what I'm trying to say. Not Toronto to international.
I'm talking musically, Toronto was popping in 2018. Like everybody knew about Toronto artists in 2018.
In 2018, Toronto
niggas weren't
to
worried
international.
about, let's be real, like, and shout out to all the old guys, but niggas weren't worried about what them Regent Park guys, Point Blank, and they weren't even worried about Bugs in them back in the day when he was putting out Black Challenger and shit like that. Like, niggas didn't care about that. 2018 when Smoke Dogg and them niggas were by the robber and them other the Prime Boys and everybody. That's when people really cared about Toronto music. Niggas didn't care about Toronto music back in the day, bro. Sorry, guys.
Yes,
I'm just
they
being real.
did, bro. Toronto.
We had a little scene. Little scene.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Toronto to Toronto, though. That's what I'm trying to say. As a music connoisseur in Toronto, listening to Toronto music, finding Toronto music, people love that. That's what I'm saying. There was a scene like that. People enjoyed Toronto music, but it got to, okay, listen, I've been doing music.
Toronto.
Listen, I've been music. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't international up until, I would say probably not even 2018. The footprint started to make waves from 2015, 14. Casper, Bugs, you know what I'm saying? Like all those guys,
a little bit. You know, go flex.
FB, you know what I'm saying?
Go flex your little engineerings.
So once that started to like bust and bubble and people are catching those views, remember, it's YouTube, early times. So niggas is getting millions of views now, quicker, less than a year. So now people want to hear Toronto music from 2015 onward. But 2018 is like the spectrum. That's when the bigger heads started drawing niggas now. Oh, yeah, he's hard. Boom. Come, boom. That's when they started drawing. And I'm only talking about Drake because he's the only one that drawed for artists at that point.
Montana kind of drawed for Smoke Dogg and the Robber.
I'm talking about Toronto, though. We're not talking about New York. And anybody could have went out.
Nobody else from Toronto is going to take because, like, who's Kardinal going to pick? Who's Kardinal going to take? And then,
bro, if Kardinal was smart.
Let me finish. Who is Kardinal going to take and that's going to come back and be like, yeah, I'm going to actually listen to Kardinal?
Bro, Kardinal, if he was smart, if he was a smart exec or wherever his position is at fucking, wherever he works at, I think it's
Universal.
Sony or University, thank you, he would keep his friggin' ear to the streets, see who's trending up and say, okay, come, let's get you some grants. Let's get you this. Let's get you that. Let's get you out the fucking streets. But these guys not playing those positions.
But they're
just sitting at the fucking office, twiddling their thumbs, looking for the next pop act, looking for the next
what
fucking
happened to the one time they
country
did it?
act. Who?
What happened to the one time they did it?
Who was it? Who?
Mr. Mayhem.
No, that doesn't count.
Yes,
man.
it does.
Them niggas was still rapping.
But it doesn't matter. But at the same time, they brought in a nigga that was from the streets, and look what happened,
Black
fam.
Jays,
so like,
Black Jays was like a crew. Black Jays was like OVO, kind of. So Black Jays brought in Mayhem as a new artist under that shit.
But Solitaire brought in my boy. The man told us that in the show, fam. Solitaire brought in fucking Mayhem. And Mayhem just wasn't getting down with the certain shits that Kardinal, I believe so, what the man were doing, fam. So then when you already have that in your mind frame as Kardinal, he's going to be like, what the fuck am I going to go get the rest of you?
Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you, okay, so that's Solitaire or whatever, right? Solitaire and his Black Jays movement is bringing Mayhem to his movement. Well, Mayhem already had a movement of out here. He already had out here. So why are you drawing for me on a movement? I already have a movement. You're not putting me onto nothing. I could do this by myself.
But that's what but just like you said, I have the ear to the streets. So if I have the ear to the streets,
they're not a label. Was it Black Jays Universal Music? Tell me if it was Black Jays Music / Universal Music, or did they have a deal? I don't think so. I think it was a crew. It was a unit. They're trying to draw in artists to bring into their crew. Now it's different. Kardinal has a position of power. He's on a label, dog. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are signed. Swagger Right's signed, you know.
I know that.
Press is signed.
I know. Smiley's
so that's
signed.
what I'm saying. Smiley's signed. So if you
Charmaine is signed.
if friggin' Kardinal really kept his ear to the streets from as soon as he got the job, he should have been looking for talent, fam. That's what A&Rs do. You scout for talent. Who's trending up? Who's hottest in the street? Ask these questions. Oh, he's popping? Okay, let me give him a deal. Let me give him a single deal. Give me a single. Let me see how it runs. And if you're hot, and if it's bubbly, if it makes us money, I'm gonna give you an album deal.
I hear you. I just feel like the artists are not. If Kardinal comes to certain artists, they're not gonna be like. They're gonna be like,
nigga, I'm Kardinal Offishall from Universal Music. I'm a record label. I can do this for you. What do you want to do? You want to take it or not? It's simple as that. What are you saying?
Back me up on this. You know that certain artists are not going to
Friday's not backing you up because he has nothing to say because I'm right.
No, because he knows that we got some other stuff planned. But you feel like if Kardinal went to certain street artists that were hot, do you feel like they're taking that and being like, yeah, I'll take that deal?
Yeah, well, the thing is, he works for Uni, so he's not coming on the behalf of, hey, I'm Kardinal trying to sign you to me.
Yeah, he's not.
He's saying, yo, do you want to get signed to Universal? I'm the one who's going to get you into the door.
Yeah.
It's not about him anymore.
But you're saying that certain Toronto artists are going to take that?
Of
yes,
course.
They're not looking at Kardinal as Kardinal. They're looking at Universal. He's coming as a Universal rep.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, you know how guys are. I think that the Toronto artists are going to look at it like, regardless of if he's a Universal rep, he's called it out. Like,
see, that's your mentality.
And also,
you have the same weird Toronto mentality.
Bro. No, I'm telling you, but that's how. Just what you said. You have that weird Toronto mentality. I don't have that mentality. I'm telling you what these niggas are thinking.
I don't think they're going to be. Listen, the kids are smarter, bro. They're not going to be thinking like that. You bring money to the table, they're going to be like, okay.
And he's already signed a few people, to be honest. He's already signed a few people.
Give me one.
Fuck. What sucks is that we interviewed him.
Timestamp.
Yeah. So he's going to figure that out. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wish, like, you know what I'm saying? One day, hopefully me or Friday could get into a Universal or Sony, Canada, whatever. Bro, you think I'm going to be twiddling my fucking thumbs? I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be working.
But that's different, I feel like because you got to remember, you're engineered for a lot of the underground guys of the era that's up and doing music right now. So if you get into those positions, it's different. Same thing with Friday. Friday's interviewed a lot of these guys. Kardinal I feel like he hasn't came across a lot of these guys where the relationship is going to be weird. Whereas if you're from Universal, you know how many niggas hoodlum? All these guys will be like, yeah, they're going to take a single deal. They'll take all different deals. I feel like when it's Kardinal, these guys are like, I feel like they'll be more hesitant. If it's Friday, they wouldn't even care. They'll be the same way if it's you, fam. If it's me, I feel like they come across us. They interact with us. So they have different relationships with us where they'll feel like there's not an agenda. And I feel like when it's those guys of that era, they're going to feel like there's an agenda behind it where they'll be like, maybe, bro. I feel like 50%, maybe even more, 60% of the artists from Toronto are not taking a deal, fam.
Devontae Wall.
Oh, okay.
Or Devontae.
Oh, I heard of him.
Yeah. He rolls with him tough, too.
He's signed, though?
I'm not exactly sure if he's signed, but he's done a lot of co-signing of this guy. He's in his videos. So one of his biggest features first was Kardinal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so with Kardinal being in that Universal fucking umbrella, might have given him an opportunity already for all we know. But I know he's signed some other guy that I I don't know who the fuck they are, to be honest. I wish I did, and that's maybe what you guys are saying. That's part of the problem, right?
Yeah. And yeah, like maybe, and you know what? I guess to play devil's advocate on my own point, maybe it's like he's not trying to sign a street act and then fucking 3 months later they go to jail. You know, that's a bad investment. But at the same time, though, if you're in a position to get someone off the streets and they're fucking super talented, like a crook. You know what I'm saying? If I was Kardinal, I would sign the crook to a single deal first.
But look at, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'll back that up.
Excluding the crook, like go back like 4 or 5 years, everybody that you probably would give a deal to has went to jail or died, fam. And that's the fucked up part. So it's like, who do you take a chance on?
Bro, honestly, it's music, fam. It's honest to God, it's a business. To be honest, to be quite frank, nobody gives a shit about what you're doing in the streets. It's about if you're gonna make this turnaround.
Money, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I give you $10,000, $20,000, are you gonna make me 40, 50 bands?
But that's what I'm thinking as a label guy now. Am I gonna take that risk on one of these street guys from Toronto? And that's not the American. And that's why I think. And
that's why you creep before you walk. You don't lock them in for 3-4 fucking years. You don't do that. You be like, okay, give me a hot single that I can put out there, and we'll back it by Universal. We'll get it out to the States, all the DJs, blah blah blah. Okay, boom, give me that. See the turnaround, how much you invested, bro. You need studio time, blah blah blah. Okay, we probably spent 10 bands on getting that single pressed and covered, ready to go. Boom. Now we're gonna see the streams with all the marketing back that we have, with all the radio push that we have. See how much money comes back. Okay, yeah, it did well. People responding. You know what I'm saying? All right, now you did well. Let's do an EP, 6 songs. Bring that. I'll give you 6 months to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, you take that money, you give it to him as his advance, and then boom, if it works well and he fucking does well because of that single, then you move on to the next one. And those are the opportunities that the youth need to be like, okay, this is actually working. I'm actually doing this. Let me stay away from certain niggas because I know they're on some crazy stuff. Let me stay away from them. Let me work this out because I know I have the label backing. They're giving me bread and blah, blah, blah. I'll do it that way. You know what I'm saying?
I totally understand you, but I just don't think like that's a perfect idea. That ain't happening to everyone.
Listen, I'm gonna make that shit happen, bro. I'm gonna apply. Listen, I'm gonna apply for Sony.
If the label allows you to, my nigga, that you gotta remember too.
I'm gonna make the label. I'm gonna make the label listen to me.
No, we gotta make our own label. You do it yourself.
That takes money. You better just. That's what I'm saying. You got to learn the business proper.
Nigga, we do it our motherfucking self.
All right, let's get off of this topic, bad. But yeah, you already know, man.
Big up. Who were we just talking about again?
We were just going on ranting.
Big up to all the artists that are signed or not signed.
This is artists on the run and the super real Toronto being the realest city.
That's how we got so left.
We got super sidetracked. Don't worry. I'm the sober head.
Yeah. But before we get out of here.
Glad y'all made it to the end of this video. And if you like this video right here, we got a couple more for y'all to choose from right here. And make sure to like and subscribe, okay? And make sure to share this video to a friend and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that the We Love Hip Hop Network is the leading network in Canada. Cheers!